Hey everyone, Jack with Chronicles, and yeah, I think this is my first video since the A to Z 2017 challenge entries that I'm doing more of just a journal entry. They're harder for me to do because they're more personal, and yeah, personal topics are just one-on-one when I'm doing reaction videos, which I've been doing a bit of for trailer reactions and stuff. It's not so bad because I'm watching something that I'm kind of discussing, and you can see at some points I'm still kind of awkward and such, but it's all good, and it's more of a distraction because I have a focus where, yeah, this not so much. I was just going to talk a little bit about my day yesterday, which was Sunday. June 25th, 2017. Yeah, it was a really rough day. I woke up in the early morning hours and I had like a onset of anxiety. Not like well, a panic attack seemed to work different for everybody, so I wasn't like hyperventilating or that kind of thing. But my anxiety was kicking into high gear. I woke up, my mouth was dry, and this was a little odd because a lot of times my mouth being dry and my and being like stuffed up will kind of cause that to happen. But to be honest, if I remember right, I was able to breathe fine. I wasn't very stuffy. But something had triggered something. I don't know. I just woke up and then I was like, it just started full blown anxiety attack. And so, yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean, I was up until whatever. The girlfriend woke up at like 8, and I pretty much had to, when this happens, I kind of, it's hard when I'm not interacting or distracting myself. And for the first chunk of time, good many hours, a lot of times I'm not able to even distract myself. I just go into overdrive. My mind's always thinking things. And I pace. I don't know if anybody, if you ever, I'm a pacer in general. So like if I'm on the phone, a lot of times I'll walk around or this and that. But when my anxiety's kicked in, I probably have a worn out path in my apartment just from my treading of when I have anxiety, and I just have to keep moving. A lot of times it's really hard for me to sit still. I mean, like I know even though reaction videos like I said, they offer kind of a distraction, and in videos it helps in general because I'm distracted and I have a focus, but I I can't like sit still to even do videos. So the videos I was going to do this weekend, which I procrastinated until Sunday, were no longer just feasible because I couldn't just sit there and whatnot. So yeah, it it was a ordeal. And on top of that, the girlfriend wasn't feeling good. So she had to cancel some plans, and so we were both like in. I mean, she was like in a gross kind of just blah mood, and I was like in a blah like hyper like anxiety mood. So it really sucked. But through the day, being outside helps a lot, and just going out and do stuff. Sometimes I've had anxiety attacks were being in the car, which almost relapsed yesterday, I guess, where that will like cause me then to like trigger. So I don't know if it's a claustrophobic thing or what, but yeah, so pretty much spent the day. It ended up, despite the anxiety being present pretty much throughout the entire day and night, the whole yeah period of time here. Um, we kind of offset it, and I'm appreciative that I have a girlfriend that understands this, or and tries to understand when these things happen and to be helpful and compassionate and such. So that means the world to me, because I feel like it's something that is like high maintenance, and just something about me that I feel is like a very huge negative, and I don't want that to create more negativity for people around me and stuff. And generally, I've been associated in my family and friends and stuff, and they've been understanding and, like I said, compassionate. So that's great. We kind of counterbalance stuff by um, going out just like shopping, just doing stuff occupying my mind, because then I just feel normal again when I'm doing that. And because the other thing is kind of weird is, in general, I'm kind of a recluse. I don't mind just being alone and doing my own thing, like whatever. But when that's happening, for whatever reason, I want somebody or multiple people around. And I don't know, just a fear thing of being alone at that time, or just the added distraction, because that what helps kind of like slow down my mind and slow down the anxiety. But I don't know. So yeah, we went on a drive, whatever, shopping, and we actually went on a walk, which was really nice because it was a beautiful day out, really windy, but it was still like a great day. So, and we hadn't gone on on a walk for some time, so we're hoping we had, during this time we had talked a bit about stuff, and she wasn't feeling good, and we're kind of both not exactly like healthy, so maybe hopefully we'll now. So we talked about steps to try to be more healthier, going on walks, or possibly the gym and whatever, eating better, cooking rather than eating out, and fast food and stuff. But so yeah, at the end of the day, well, not the end of the day, but in the evening, um, I was still pretty amped up, but I visited some family. Right now I'm at my grandmother's, and that's where we stopped again yesterday, to visit her and my aunt and such, who was visiting, and so that helped a lot. And at that time, uh, I was starting to wind down a little bit, and but I still had to pace a lot. And then I think towards the end of the night, maybe 8, 9 o'clock, maybe 8, I was able to like just sit. And I thought I would do this video yesterday, so it was the same day of. But when getting home, one, I had barely any sleep, and so I was like exhausted, and so two, it kind of started relapsing, and we kind of we kind of wonder if it's something with our apartment, like just we have so much clutter, and just we need a bigger place, but just can't do so right now, and so maybe that causes like some claustrophobic reactions, which may heighten the anxiety, or just like a lack of great airflow, because I'm like on the first floor and I might have windows open, like, but no blinds, no, that everything's kind of dark because we're on the first floor, so otherwise people can always look in, and that's always kind of creep me out. But that's a whole other thing. But yeah, and on top of that, when I was getting to the point of thinking like girlfriend was starting to lay down, and we were thinking we were gonna start heading to bed, I heard a meow, and at first I thought it was a meow, and then I thought it was a kid messing around because it was a weird sounding meow, like, or like I thought it was like a teen out just in the middle of the night, just walking down the sidewalk making weird noises. But sure enough, when I looked out the window, there was a pair of eyes staring at me, and a little cat, like really young, probably what, under 2 years maybe. So it was still a young cat. It was just a cute little black cat, like meowing. So so uh against our better judgment after the fact, is we decided, girlfriend and I went out there to investigate, and we kind of coaxed the cat out, and it was hiding in the bushes. It was very skittish whenever vehicles would go by and such. But so yeah, we ended up giving it some food, some water, and then we decided to see. I thought perhaps that it was belonged to somebody who was in the apartment complex, because with how skittish it was, I didn't think it would be like really uh, wouldn't travel far, because it was just, I mean, it was hiding in a bush whenever like a car would come out, and so when you coax it out, pet it a little bit, it's a very friendly cat and everything, but when a car would start going by, it would like inch back, and then like hide in a bush and stuff. So I just assumed that it hadn't probably traveled far, so maybe it got out of the apartment somehow and whatever. So we let it in the apartment, and yeah, well, that was interesting. I followed up to like the top floor and it went right to a door, so I thought, oh, maybe this was it. But of course, at this time it was midnight and I wasn't going to knock on the door, so I thought, well, we'll just maybe, you know, hide it out in the building for a while because I have a cat. And uh, yeah, we didn't think our cat would get along with it. We didn't know, and we didn't know how they'd interact. So, and I didn't know if it was a stray, if it was a lost cat, if it was, if they've had shots and anything else. So we didn't want to chance that interaction. And so, um, yeah, but eventually the cat would just go to like almost any door and meow and want to go in. So I think it just wanted into someone's apartment, didn't care whose. Um, but so we devised a plan of, oh, we'll just have it hang out in the laundry room till morning, and then we can hopefully find it. We started making posts on Facebook for lost cats in the area and just the general area, and but like at this point now is like one, so the chances of people being up and actually being able to see it were very slim. So, but when we got into the laundry room, it started freaking out, and yeah, it was like meowing like crazy and like clawing at the door, under the door, on the carpet and everything. And I was hoping that with the food in there and I put the water and I made a makeshift litter box and everything for it, that would work. But it didn't seem to really know, and I don't really know much about this. It didn't seem to know how to use the litter box, or if it did, I mean, it jumped in and it like played and rolled around, and I haven't looked it up. I was like, I've never really seen a cat play in a litter box, but I was like, are they not familiar with the litter box? So then is it a stray? I don't know. So, yeah, maybe if you know, you can let me know below. But otherwise, yeah. So that was a bad idea, and plus it's meowing so loud, it was starting to. I know a person above the laundry room was walking around when he's probably in bed generally, so it probably woke him up. So we're like, well, we gotta figure this out. So we called like the vet, and they said we have to call animal control, but they could scan and chip it, but they couldn't take it in, and we couldn't take it in, and so we just kind of did what they suggested and uh, put her back outside, and yeah, that was kind of sad because I felt really bad, but we couldn't have it in our apartment. It was like going crazy in the laundry room, and the other place wouldn't be able to let him in. Animal control, I don't. She didn't think they had 24 hours, so from my understanding, we had to wait till morning anyway. So, but it was nice out, and so brought it outside again, and I don't know, felt really bad, and I don't know how to explain, but like as soon as we got it out, it was like then went up to the windows to start pawing to go back in, and then gave one crazy like, and it meowed like a guttural meow and like launched itself at the door, like pawing on its way down, like to get in. And I was like, felt so bad, but not a whole lot we could do. So, and so it was like 3 o'clock by the time we finally went to bed, and so it made for a very stressful day, and my anxiety was kicking in again after the fact once trying to lay down in bed. But I was so exhausted, I eventually just remember waking up. I was sitting up, and I just remember waking up and shifted and started anxiety again with the breathing thing, or thinking I couldn't. I don't know what the deal is, and then yeah, just passing out. And finally today it's gotten a little better. Now I'm able to like just sit down, and so I thought I'd do this video. I know it's not all that like great, not super spectacular news, but it was like my Sunday is what transpired. And so yeah, very anxiety bound Sunday, and yeah, and but there was a we did get some people who think they might know who the cat, whose cat it is, or have been looking for it or seen it. So hopefully that had started a process where either the owner or somebody who knows, can bring it in somewhere, which would be great. So, and yeah, able to make some videos. Hopefully since Trailer Tuesday is tomorrow, I want to do my reaction videos for movies coming out this week that I pushed off, unfortunately. So, yeah, I'm hopefully more relaxed, not any anxiety, and I'm able to get some of those done and maybe some other videos. I haven't done a lot of these, like I said. These are more just the journal entries and stuff, and they're harder for me. So, but hopefully I can do more, and maybe as time goes on, it won't be as awkward, and maybe through time there'll be subject matter or stuff that's more exciting. But yeah, I did do anxiety in the A to Z. It was actually my A post for the A to Z 2017 challenge. I might leave that below. I can't even remember everything I talked about in there, but just anxiety in general. So, but yeah, if you want to check that out, go ahead. I'll leave the link below. Otherwise, do you suffer from anxiety? I don't take any medication, but if you do you take any medications? How has it helped? Um, if not, or even if you do, what other kind of methods have you used to try to counteract the anxiety and to become more level and get a little more control over it, if anything has worked? And what would you recommend? I'm curious. So let me know in the comments below. And again, I'll leave that other anxiety link where I talk about it below. And yeah, so that was my stressful Sunday. Again, I hope you enjoyed. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content, and maybe check out another video. And yeah, until next time, take care.